So what happens when you pit a 500-year-old craft against the most powerful technology of our time? It sounds like a strange matchup, right? But it's a story about a partnership you'd probably never expect, one between old-school machinery and cutting-edge artificial intelligence. And believe me, the result is pretty surprising. And that's really the big question here, isn't it? I mean, for centuries, printing has been a really physical process. You've got ink, you've got paper, and you've got these massive, powerful machines. So what happens when you plug a digital brain into that world? Well, the answer isn't just about printing things faster. It's about a huge shift in how we even think about manufacturing. And it has ripple effects far beyond the factory floor. To really get how AI is rewriting the rules here, we first need to look past all the sci-fi hype and understand what AI actually is when we're talking about business. Yeah, forget about thinking, feeling robots from the movies. The European Commission has a much more practical way of looking at it. At its core, AI is just software designed to do three simple things: see a problem, understand the data behind that problem, and then decide on the best way to solve it. Think of it less like a new life form and more like an incredibly smart tool for getting a very specific job done.
And this is where it gets really powerful for businesses. You could almost say AI is like a lens that helps you see into the future. It can sift through absolute mountains of data, way more than any person or team ever could, and it finds these hidden patterns. It uses those patterns to predict what's probably going to happen next, and that helps companies dodge costly mistakes and ultimately reduce risk.
Okay, so with that in mind, let's step inside the surprisingly high-tech world of a modern industrial printing press and see this tool in action. You know, for hundreds of years, printing has been a very physical craft. You've got offset presses that bring us our books, all based on the simple idea that oil and water don't mix. You've got flexography, which stamps the logos on our packaging, and of course screen printing, which puts the designs on our t-shirts. The basic mechanics behind all of this, they've been pretty much the same for generations, until now. And this is where the revolution really starts. AI is now being built right into these traditional machines, giving them a whole new level of intelligence. Things like computer vision and machine learning basically give the press digital eyes and a brain so it can see, analyze, and even correct its own work, all in real time. So, what does this AI upgrade actually look like on the factory floor? Well, it means everything gets smarter, faster, and a whole lot cleaner. The results are totally changing the game for this industry. Just try to picture this. You've got a super high-speed camera scanning every single sheet of paper as it flies through the press. It's looking for the tiniest flaws, a little smudge, a slight shift in color, anything. The second it spots an error, it doesn't just sound an alarm, it immediately tells the machine how to adjust the ink or the pressure to fix the problem, all without ever stopping the production line. Can you imagine how much waste that prevents? Well, the impact is just staggering. By catching those tiny mistakes the second they happen, these AI systems can cut paper and ink waste by 25 to 35%. That's a huge win for the company's bottom line, and it's also a big step toward making manufacturing more sustainable. But the AI isn't just watching the paper, it's also listening to the machine itself. You've got all these sensors monitoring everything from vibrations to temperature, and the AI learns the machine's unique heartbeat. It can actually detect a subtle change that means a part is about to fail, sometimes weeks before it actually breaks down. It's called predictive maintenance, and it's a total game changer. And the payoff here is just massive. Instead of a sudden expensive breakdown that brings everything to a halt, companies can schedule repairs before anything goes wrong. This predictive power reduces unplanned downtime by an incredible 40%.
Okay, so this is where we zoom out a bit, because all these little technical fixes on the factory floor, they connect directly to the boardroom and help companies tackle some huge business risks.
Here's how it all connects. That tiny ink smudge? That's not just a printing error. If it gets to a customer, it becomes a reputational risk. That machine breakdown? It's not just a delay. It's a major operational risk that can mess up the entire supply chain. So you see, AI isn't just solving printing problems, it's actively managing core business risks. And that's the real kicker here. This story was never really just about printing. It's a powerful blueprint for pretty much any industry. The ideas of using AI for quality control, for predicting maintenance, for cutting down waste, those are universal. It doesn't matter if you're building cars, packaging food, or making electronics. But, you know, it's not like you can just flip a switch and everything's perfect. Like any huge technological leap, this one comes with its own set of challenges, and it raises a really big question. What does all this mean for the future of human workers? Right, adopting AI is a serious commitment.
First off, there are big upfront costs. And then you have to train your employees with a whole new set of skills. It's kind of like trying to put a brand new, super complex engine into an old car. You can't just drop it in and go. You've got to make sure all the other parts can handle it, and you definitely need a new kind of mechanic who knows how to work on it.
And you know, this really gets to the most important takeaway of all. The goal here isn't to replace skilled human workers. It's about creating a powerful partnership. The AI can handle all the repetitive, number-crunching analysis that people find tedious. And that frees up the human experts to focus on the bigger picture, on complex problem-solving and strategy. It's about augmenting our skills, not automating us away. It makes us better at what we do.
The reinvention of printing just goes to show that AI is already a real-world tool for boosting efficiency in some of the most unexpected places. So the question I want to leave you with is this. If a 500-year-old craft can be completely transformed by this technology, what old-school industry is next? And what's it going to mean for all of us when this kind of intelligence is everywhere?